Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. We're talking home security systems, and in today's video, we're going to show you how to properly and safely replace the battery in your motion sensor. There's a right way to do this, there's a wrong way to do this. If you do it the wrong way, you could get yourself in trouble. Let's get started. All right, DIYers, here we are at the motion sensor, and let's go to the very bottom portion of the case. And as you can see, you have a push button, and that also acts as the locking tab. We are going to push that in carefully without breaking anything and simultaneously remove the cover. Taking a step back to a different camera angle, I'm going to use my left hand and use a few fingers up top and use my thumb at the very bottom. And I'm going to come in with my right pointer finger and push in or up on that push button. And as I push that push button, I'm also going to use my thumb to simultaneously pivot the outer case or cap up and away from the base that's secured with the screws to the wall. And again, no need to rush this. I strongly recommend not sticking a screwdriver up into this push button. It could actually slip off and put a hole in the wall, or it could put a big scrape on your sensor, or even worse, it could break the push button and dive right into the internal electrical components and ruin your sensor, and that would not be good. So again, I'm just going to carefully push in on the push button, and I'm also going to apply just some downward pressure up here. So I'm not putting too much pressure on the sensor base and degrading the actual strength that it is secured to the wall. And again, just pushing up on the push button and simultaneously pulling out, as you see here. And the very top portion, you have a little slot in between this little tab right here and the top portion of the case. And when we put this back on, we have to align that properly. And here is the information. And from here, let's head to the workbench and grab our brand new battery. All right, DIYers, inside to the workstation, and we are always busy here. And this is my mom and dad's 2003 Sea-Doo GTX. We just pulled the engine out for a full overhaul and reinstalled it. And over here, my wife's 1995 Sea-Doo XP, and some upcoming DIY repair videos on that. We're excited about all of our jet ski videos. However, let's head to the workbench. Making our way around the jet ski, and DIYers, we are always busy here, working on jet skis, boats, and more. However, to the replacement batteries, down below in the comment section as well as the description section will be a link on where to purchase these. And they are CR123s. I know the original or old one is Panasonic, and we went with Duracell. We've got a lot of them because we are also replacing all of the batteries on our Glassbreak sensors. And we'll talk about that later. However, I'll get the camera position, we will remove that battery and install a brand new one. However, very important, you've got a negative and a positive. Make sure that you reference that when you install the brand new battery. Got the camera set back. I've also removed one battery from the packaging. And to the sensor, again, you've got the positive and negative, and the positive has that spring-loaded tension tab, and basically I'm just going to push on the negative side and compress that little tension tab and simultaneously pull the battery up and out. And it's easier said than done. Just be patient, just be careful, don't break any portion of the plastic or sensor. As shown here. And I'm going to set the two next to each other, as you see here. Same exact size. And I'll set the old one aside. And again, positive and negative, and come inside, just check the overall condition. If it's dusty, if there's cobwebs, if there's bugs, get those out of there. And real quick, to a close-up view of the actual spring-loaded positive tension lead or tab there. And to install the battery, I'm just going to come in and install the base of the battery first, or the negative side. Not all the way in, though. It'll be really offset and be tough to get in, just a little bit as shown right there. And simultaneously lower the battery into the slot. And once it's in and straight, you can carefully push it down in. Again, if you put it in offset, it will be tough and you could damage any portion of the plastic, and that's not what you want. And just double check everything. If all looks good, you can see the actual light here, which is good. Battery is in. Time to head back to the wall-mounted base and get it installed. All right, DIYers, here we are back at the wall-mounted base. And before we secure the motion sensor back onto this base here, I want to talk about the actual slot. And you've got this little tension tab right here. and then that little slot or gap in between this part and the top part of the case. And that needs to line up with all of these little plastic tabs up top. And we are going to reverse the steps. We are going to bring the sensor in and carefully align all of those tabs inside that slot and get a good feel with your finger back here to ensure that the top portion of the sensor is flush with the base. And if all looks good, you can carefully lower this down and push in until the tension tab or lock tab or push button, whatever you want to call it, makes a clicking sound and is locked in place, as shown there. And DIYers, it is easy as that, and from here you can contact your security system headquarters phone number and you can have them return your security system to normal configuration, or in other words, take it out of test mode. And again, that's it. As you can see, very soon after we secured the sensor to the actual base and removed our hands, the light stopped blinking because we weren't moving, but I am positioned behind the camera. In the event that I move, the light comes on. Check that out. However, again, we're in test mode and that light will not come on during normal configuration when you are at home and the alarm system is not active. And before we wrap this video up, I do want to show you the Glassbreak sensor. Here we are at the Glassbreak sensor, and as you can see, first glance, it is different. And as I mentioned down at the workstation, we are going to replace all of the batteries in every single one of our Glassbreak sensors throughout the house. And DIYers, for your help and convenience, scrolling above right now, as well as down below in the comment section and description section, will be a link on the proper and safe way to replace your Glassbreak sensor battery. So definitely check out that link. We hope that video will be helpful to you. And one more thing before we wrap this video up. I want to show you the difference between a battery-powered motion sensor and a hardwired motion sensor that actually does not require a battery. In fact, it literally does not have a battery inside it. Let's go take a look. And here we are at the hardwired motion sensor, and at first glance, just like the Glassbreak sensor, it is different from the battery-powered motion sensor, or in other words, non-hardwired sensor that we just replaced the battery in. So in the event that your sensor looks like this, it's a very good possibility, almost 100% likely, that your sensor is hardwired and not battery operated. However, if your sensor does look like this and it has a battery, we have you covered. Definitely check out the link down below in the comments and description. We will show you the proper and safe way to pull the cap or cover off of this sensor to replace the internal battery. However, in our case, when we do that, you will not see a battery because again, it does not have one. And as you can see, the light just came on because I moved. We are in test mode. And again, that's it. We hope this helps. Do us a favor. Below the video, you will see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching.